the Australian flood of Pfizer finally here. An exclusive by Dennis Shanahan and Yoni Bashan, two of the best in the business. Australia has clinched a potentially game-changing deal to triple its access to Pfizer vaccines to 1 million doses a week from July 19, as Sydney almost certainly faces another 7-day lockdown extension, with authorities struggling to contain the outbreak in the city's southwest. Nick, this is great news as the vaccination rollout. Certainly, the government cops plenty of flack for the fact that it has been quite slow.
Yeah, spot on, Glee. So this will be big news coming out of Canberra. It's pretty much known that if the Prime Minister wants to get re-elected next year, he has to get us all vaccinated. And these kind of numbers are really, really looking quite good for the Australian population. It's been slow. There's been slow in the communications. There's the issues there with AstraZeneca. But this is what needs to happen. We need to get vaccinated, and we need to move on, and we need to start living with this thing. And I think the Prime Minister will be very happy to be delivering this news today.
Tanvir, again, great news. The Pfizer vaccine, obviously the one that's favoured by more Australians than the AstraZeneca, which of course has had so much negative publicity around blood clotting, but the Pfizer seems to be the one that will certainly resonate, particularly with those under 60.
Yeah, this will be music to the government's ears, Peter. And as you alluded to, while they were expecting a certain batch, this is much more than they were expecting. And they've copped so much flack for not procuring adequately sort of midway of last year. So let's hope they can distribute this adequately. But I would say in parallel, I think Scott Morrison did the right thing. I think they can do more of trying to just kind of improve the AstraZeneca's image, because I really think they've trashed that unfairly. And we actually need large groups, large sections of the community to take up that vaccine, particularly in Sydney now where the virus is circulating. So I think they should push on both fronts, be very excited about this extra Pfizer coming in, but also do exactly what the Prime Minister was doing and keep pushing on AstraZeneca, that it's been unduly demonised and the risk is minuscule, and really people of all ages are entitled to get it.
And Gleeso, can I just butt in on that one?
Go ahead, Nick.
Can I butt in on that one too, Gleeso? Because we also need to hear it from the chief health officers. They've got to get in line with their communication, because they're partly to blame, in fact, almost mostly to blame on this with the AstraZeneca and its image. I think we need to get on top of that. They really need to take control. And this is where the Prime Minister can show some leadership and nip it in the bud and get us vaccinated. It's the chief health officers. They've got a big responsibility for bringing that down.